Apple TV is one of the most popular streaming platforms in the world, but for some reason it often gets overlooked when discussing historical TV shows and historical miniseries. So in this video, I will be providing you with my top 5 recommendations of excellent historical TV shows that you can watch on Apple TV right now, and I think all viewers of this channel will really enjoy these shows. But before we begin, don't forget, if you love anything to do with historical movies and historical TV shows, then subscribe to my channel History Spark. At number 5, it is Franklin, an Apple TV exclusive, which depicts the extraordinary events and secret alliances that were orchestrated by Benjamin Franklin to develop the Franco-American Alliance of 1778, and in the end the American Revolution, which saw them break away from British control and dominance. I enjoyed the series because this was an era of history which I had very little knowledge about and had never seen a TV series cover these events before either. So for me, this miniseries was both an educational and entertaining experience. Michael Douglas is captivating as Benjamin Franklin, and the set pieces, costume design and overall production quality is top tier. However, since Franklin is a miniseries with only 8 episodes, it does struggle with pacing and the script is also a little bit weak overall. However, if you're looking to find out more about the American Revolution and Benjamin Franklin's life in general, then Franklin is the perfect recommendation for you. At number 4, it is Lessons in Chemistry, a recommendation that is a bit different to what I usually recommend on this channel. But if you enjoy watching shows set in the 50s and 60s and a show which is able to make science easy to understand, funny and engaging, then you will love Lessons in Chemistry. This miniseries focuses on an aspiring female scientist struggling to make a name for herself in the male-dominated scientific fields of 1950s America, and eventually starts a TV show where she teaches housewives about science through the use of cooking and prepping meals. The series stars Brie Larson as a central character, and she is surprisingly good here. Lessons in Chemistry is a well-paced and engaging series, and of course this is not the typical run-of-the-mill historical drama, so it won't appeal to everyone, but if you want to watch something a bit different and unique to Apple TV, then Lessons in Chemistry is my recommendation for you. At number 3, it is The Essex Serpent, a TV miniseries which is set in the Victorian era, and it tells the story of the widow Cora Seaborn, who moves to Essex after the passing of her husband, and there she is intrigued to hear reports of a mythological creature referred to locals as the Essex Serpent, and her investigation will have severe consequences which will put her at odds with the villagers. The Essex Serpent benefits from great acting by Claire Danes and Tom Hiddleston in particular, with some fantastic cinematography and magnificent set pieces with a great overall production design. The Essex Serpent though starts off great and really hooks the viewer in quickly, but after the midway point the series loses a lot of its magic and becomes a little bit nonsensical and very unoriginal. But if you have a few free evenings and like shows that are a bit like a soap opera and suspenseful, then the Essex Serpent is a good one-time watch for you. At number 2, it is Manhunt, a historical miniseries which focuses on the events leading up to and directly after Abraham Lincoln's assassination. And this series tells the story of how Abraham Lincoln's friend and advisor Edwin Stanton starts a long and challenging manhunt to track down Lincoln's killer, John Wilkes Booth. So this is the first depiction I've ever seen of this premise, and it does a great job of depicting the events leading up to John Wilkes Booth's capture. And the acting here is great, with Anthony Boyle being the standout performance for me. He is a villain that is definitely easy to hate. Most of the cast here is also great, with the exception for the actor who plays Lincoln, as I felt like his depiction was a little bit confusing and left me scratching my head at times. The series also struggles with a poor script and some overall poor dialogue as well. However, the costume design, plot, production and cinematography more than make up for the shortcomings of this show, and if you can get over a few initial quirks, you will enjoy Manhunt, which is available to stream on Apple TV+. And the top spot on this list goes to Masters of the Air, the long-awaited sequel and successor to the Band of Brothers and the Pacific TV shows. This TV miniseries got released to Apple TV late in January, and although the series is not as epic as its predecessors, I still really enjoyed Masters of the Air. This series depicts the story of the 100th Bomb Group during World War II, and the insanely dangerous missions these various bombers and pilot crews had to go on inside German-occupied Europe. Masters of the Air is a beautiful series, and it is evident that Apple has invested a significant amount of money in this show and the viewer will find themselves engrossed in a fascinating and engaging story, some great air battle scenes, and some brilliant acting. However though, I felt Aston Butler was miscast in his role here, and there are just far too many characters in this series, making it jarring to keep up with all the characters coming in and out of Masters of the Air. But Masters of the Air is still definitely one of the best war TV shows of recent memory, and if you enjoyed Band of Brothers and The Pacific, then you will love Masters of the Air as well, and in my opinion it is the best historical TV show you can watch on Apple TV right now. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please do like and share this video with others, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel History Sport to stay up to date with everything happening in the historical world. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.